Hi Leanne.
Hi Richard.
We're here with Leanne, who is the proprietor of Mellor Ware, and she's going to talk us through the process really and what she does down here in her beautiful little studio.
Okay.
So Leanne, what are you doing now?
Right now I'm loading up a kiln full of goodies.
Right.
My china starts out life a bit like this. This is a bespoke range of china for PJ Taste that I've been working on. And it looks blue because that's how the transfers come. It's it can show up the wrinkles and the bubbles.
Oh, I see.
And then once it's fired, it'll go nice and colourful like that. So I'm just getting that in because he wants it for his relaunch this weekend.
Oh,
so.
okay. PJ Taste, they're a Frooly site. They've got a Frooly site as well. Is that right?
Yeah. In fact, I think I was introduced to them through Frooly.
Oh, really?
I went to a Frooly training session and met Peter there. He brought a load of flapjacks and things, and we got talking. So
they've got a shop at the end of West Street. Is that the place?
Yeah, Glossop Road.
That's right.
They've got one in Sight Gallery as well. That's the one that's relaunching.
Oh, okay.
And I think they do a lot of external catering too. So.
Cool. So you've done a set of bespoke china ware for them.
Yeah.
And you've done all the drawings yourself?
Yes, yeah, all the illustrations I do myself. I call myself an illustrator, it just happens to be on china.
Oh, that's nice.
So
yeah.
I like to have a sort of a product.
So when you set out, you didn't set out to make china ware, you buy the china ware in, do you?
Yeah, I buy the china from a family business in Stoke-on-Trent.
Oh, okay.
I used to sell my illustrations. I started about 4 years ago while I was studying for architecture.
Right.
Just sort of selling it in the holidays at art markets and things. And as that progressed and as I graduated with the recession, there wasn't any jobs.
Oh, I see.
Started working for a shop in Liverpool called Cath Kidston part-time.
Yeah, yeah.
While working on my illustrations, and I always wanted to do a bit more with them, have a product. I thought about all these tea party sets and things. And
yeah.
It just came from a desire to do something different and to sort of build on the vintage lifestyle, and everybody loves afternoon teas.
They do, yeah, they do. I've got, I did my degree in Chinese and I'm in the same situation really. I've gone from a subject where, you know, that's quite specialised to doing something that perhaps I wouldn't have chosen to do, you know, first up.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of Chinese friends who would look at this sort of thing and say, well, how British, you know, how kind of vintage and quaint, really. It's lovely. I get that feeling just being in this studio.
Yeah.
It's so the drawings that you've done for PJ Taste.
Yeah.
Did you do them specifically for them?
Yeah. I'll just stand up, Richard. My legs are going dead. Just close that up. Yeah, we sort of had a series of consultations where I found out what he wanted. I took my china catalogue and we decided on these angled bowls, so you can see they're sort of shorter at the front and taller at the back, which displays the illustrations perfectly. And he wanted the baguette trays as well, and we talked about what he wanted. So they actually do a lot of foraging and a lot of seasonal food, so they go around and they'll be picking rose hips and pennine lavender, and they'll use local suppliers where possible. So the illustrations I created wanted to give that sort of organic, local, pulled from the earth feel, without being so blatant as having, you know, pictures of them hanging out bushes and things. So you've got like the bunting, and you've got baskets with the branding on, like that, filled with marrows and sort of wobbly looking carrots and things. So it sort of conveys the feel, and the illustrations are chosen depending on what goes on it. So with the baguette trays, they actually have a lot of sweets and biscuits and things like that, so they've got more sweet ingredients.
Right.
And the bigger bowls are going to have like salads and things like that in.
The sense that I'm getting, the more you speak, is that you do consider yourself to be an illustrator rather than a kind of maker of china ware or homewares. And that's you know, just the things you're saying about the thought process that's gone into what's going to, you know, how you're going to kind of create these things for a bespoke market.
Yeah.
Is that something you do quite regularly, bespoke stuff, or is that just a contact that you just got and it's just worked out that way?
It just comes from contacts, really. And it may be one person who wants a bespoke plate for their mum and dad's anniversary. And I'd be more than happy to whip up custom illustrations for that.
Right.
And going to the other scale of working with small businesses.
Yeah.
So I'm more than happy to create illustrations for anybody, really, no matter what the quantity. If you want just a tiny trinket box, I'll do it for you, because I think it's important to have the perfect item if you've got that in mind.
Oh, that's lovely. Cool, so you're just firing up the kiln, and how long will the kiln take now?
The kiln will fire for, well, it heats up for 12 hours.
Right.
And then it takes about 10 to 11 hours to get cool again, so...
Wow. So that's quite a process.
Yeah.
So these bits will be done sort of this time tomorrow, hopefully.
Well, I might come back tonight, because it'll be done, what time is it now? It'll be done about 11:30 tonight, so I'll have to put, because I couldn't get that second bowl in, that's the thing, because it's such a small kiln.
Yeah.
But if you get much bigger, then you need a different electricity supply, you need phase 3 then, so this is household. I used to live in my airing cupboard.
A household kiln, Mel.
Oh yeah, everyone should have one. Essential as a microwave. I don't have a telly, I don't have a microwave, but I do have a kiln.
Imagine getting out your worktop.
Yeah. Well, when Peter from PJ Taste came round, he actually said, oh, you could do a cracking pizza in there. So
I don't know about that.